Welcome, dear listeners, to a space of reflection and insight. Today, we turn our attention to the subtle yet profound messages from the universe that suggest it's time for us to change our direction. In this exploration, we'll uncover four pivotal signs that the cosmos might be nudging us towards a new path. Each sign is a chapter, each chapter a step deeper into understanding, and with each step, we embrace the wisdom that the universe imparts. In our first chapter, we discuss the feeling of constant resistance. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, no matter how hard we try, our efforts seem to be met with unyielding obstacles? It's as if we're sailing against the wind, unable to reach our desired destination. This persistent struggle might be more than mere coincidence. It could be the universe's way of saying that our current direction is not aligned with our true purpose. We often set goals based on what we think we want or what others expect of us, rather than what resonates with our deepest self. The universe acts as a guide, sending us challenges to steer us away from paths that are not meant for us. The more we push against these challenges without heeding the message, the more they persist. It is when we ease our grip and reassess our course that we might find a smoother journey ahead. The resistance we face can manifest in various aspects of our lives, be it in our careers, relationships, or personal growth. When we experience a series of setbacks in any area, it is crucial to take a moment to reflect. Could it be that there is something fundamentally misaligned in our pursuits? Now, let us consider our emotional state as the second sign. Emotions are powerful indicators of our well-being and alignment with the universe. When we are on the right path, we often feel a sense of joy, passion, and enthusiasm. These positive emotions are affirmations that we are in harmony with our higher purpose. However, when our direction is amiss, our emotional landscape shifts. We may start to feel a persistent sense of unease, dissatisfaction, or lack of fulfillment. These feelings can be subtle at first but grow louder with time, urging us to reevaluate our choices. The universe communicates with us through our intuition, that quiet inner voice that guides us towards our truth. When we feel emotionally drained or unhappy with certain aspects of our lives, it is essential to listen to that voice. It may be leading us towards a path that is more aligned with our authentic selves, a path where we can find true contentment. Moving on, we look to the third sign, the quality of our relationships. The people we surround ourselves with act as mirrors, reflecting our inner state and the decisions we make. When we are aligned with our true path, our relationships are likely to be fulfilling, supportive, and enriching. Conversely, when we find ourselves amidst constant conflict, misunderstanding, or disconnect, it may be an indication that we need to reassess our direction. The universe uses our interactions with others to show us where we might be going astray. If we notice that our relationships are suffering, it could be a sign that we need to change not just how we relate to others, but how we relate to our own lives. Reflecting on the state of our relationships can provide valuable insights into whether our current path is serving our highest good. Lastly, in this first part of our exploration, we consider the sign of recurring patterns. Life has a way of presenting us with the same lessons repeatedly until we learn what we need to move forward. If we find ourselves facing the same issues or situations, despite our best efforts to avoid them, it might be the universe's way of pushing us to grow and change direction. These patterns can appear in various forms, such as similar challenges in different jobs or the same issues arising in multiple relationships. These are not random coincidences. They are lessons in disguise. By recognizing these patterns and understanding the lessons they hold, we can break the cycle and pivot towards a path that is more in tune with our growth and evolution. As we conclude this first chapter, consider the notion of resistance in your life. Is it possible that the challenges you face are not merely hindrances but signposts, pointing you towards a new direction? Reflect on this as we prepare to enter the second chapter of our journey, where we will dive deeper into the messages the universe sends us. Navigating the currents of transformation. As we sail further into the depths of understanding, we arrive at our second chapter, where we examine the profound impact of stagnation on our journey. When the universe nudges us to change direction, one of the most telling signs is a pervasive feeling of being stuck or static. This sensation of stagnation is not to be ignored, for it is a powerful signal from the cosmos that our evolution has been halted. Consider the natural world around us. It is in a constant state of flux, growth, and decay. Just as rivers flow and trees grow towards the sunlight, we too are meant to move and evolve. When our lives feel as though they have plateaued, when days blend indistinguishably into one another, it is as if the universe is placing a gentle hand upon our shoulder, prompting us to awaken from our slumber and seek a new dawn. Stagnation can often lead us to a crossroads, where the comfort of the known vies for dominance over the uncertainty of the unknown. Yet it is in the unknown where possibilities flourish. The universe encourages us to embrace change, to release our grasp on the familiar, and to trust in the unfolding of our path. It is by stepping into the unknown that we allow new experiences to shape us, teaching us lessons we never would have learned had we stayed within the confines of the familiar. As we ponder the stagnation in our lives, we must also consider the whispers of our talents and passions that may have been silenced. Often, we are steered away from our innate gifts in pursuit of practicality or societal expectations. Yet these inherent talents are the compass that the universe provides to guide us towards our true calling. When we ignore them, we deny a fundamental part of ourselves, and the universe responds by dimming the vibrancy of our experiences, urging us to reconnect with our innermost desires. The universe implores us to listen to the call of our passions, for they are the keys to unlocking the full potential of our existence. It is by honoring our unique talents and interests that we invite abundance and fulfillment into our lives. When we align our actions with what genuinely moves us, the universe conspires to support us, creating opportunities and opening doors that were previously unseen. Moving on, we explore the sign of waning enthusiasm. There is a fire within each of us, a spark that ignites our motivation and drives us to pursue our goals with vigor. When this fire burns brightly, our actions are infused with energy and purpose. However, when our path is misaligned with our soul's purpose, this flame can flicker and wane. Our tasks become burdensome, our goals lose their luster, and our daily lives are devoid of passion. The universe does not wish for us to live a life of monotony and dispassion. When we notice that our enthusiasm has diminished, it is a clear signal to pause and reassess. It may be time to alter our course and seek a direction that reignites our passion. This might mean making bold changes in our lives, such as shifting careers, embarking on new ventures, or even rediscovering long-forgotten hobbies that once brought us joy. Finally, in this chapter, we must recognize the role of our own well-being as a signpost. The state of our physical and mental health is intimately connected to our life's direction. When we are in harmony with our path, we often feel vibrant, healthy, and clear-minded. However, when we are out of sync, our bodies and minds can manifest symptoms of distress. Persistent stress, fatigue, or a general sense of malaise can all be indicators that we are not where we are meant to be. Our well-being is a precious gift, and it is our responsibility to nurture it. The universe uses our health as a gauge for our alignment with our true path. Paying attention to our body's signals can provide us with invaluable guidance. By prioritizing our health and making choices that support our well-being, we align ourselves with the universe's intention for us to thrive. As we reach the end of this chapter, let us reflect on the areas of our lives where we may feel stagnant. Where has the spark of enthusiasm dimmed? Are there talents we have neglected, and how might our well-being be guiding us? It is within these reflections that we can find the courage to embrace change and welcome the currents of transformation. The Symphony of Synchronicities. In this third chapter, we attune our senses to the subtle yet profound phenomenon known as synchronicities. These are the seemingly coincidental occurrences that punctuate our lives with meaning and guidance. When the universe is signaling us to change direction, it often orchestrates a symphony of synchronicities that, if listened to, can lead us to wondrous new paths and destinations. Synchronicities are the universe's way of communicating with us through the language of meaningful coincidences. These are the chance encounters, the unexpected opportunities, and the random pieces of information that, when pieced together, create a mosaic of guidance. They often appear when we are at a crossroads or contemplating a significant change in our lives. A book that falls open to the exact advice we need, a chance meeting with a stranger who points us towards a new opportunity, or a recurring number that keeps showing up in our lives. These are not mere random events, they are the universe whispering to us. The beauty of synchronicities lies in their subtlety. They require a certain level of awareness and openness to interpret. When we are closed off or too focused on the minutiae of our daily lives, we may overlook these gentle nudges. It is when we cultivate a sense of presence and mindfulness that we can truly notice and appreciate the signs being sent our way. To acknowledge and act upon these synchronicities, we must also embrace a degree of trust in the universe. This trust allows us to let go of the need for control and to be open to the possibilities that lie outside of our current trajectory. When we follow the breadcrumbs of synchronicities, we often find ourselves on a path that we couldn't have imagined, one that leads us to growth, fulfillment, and self-realization. As we consider the role of synchronicities in our lives, we must also examine the sign of diminishing returns. When we are aligned with our true path, our efforts tend to be fruitful, and our actions produce positive outcomes. However, when we persist in a direction that is not meant for us, we may notice that our efforts begin to yield less and less, despite our best attempts to push forward. This is the universe's way of telling us that our energy could be better invested elsewhere. It is essential to recognize when our endeavors no longer bring us the joy or the results they once did. This lack of return is not a failure on our part. Rather, it is an indication that it is time for us to shift our focus and channel our energies into new, more rewarding endeavors. Just as farmers rotate their crops to maintain the fertility of their soil, we too must rotate the fields of our efforts to ensure that our lives remain vibrant and productive. As we move through life, it's also important to be mindful of the closing doors around us. While we often focus on the opportunities that are available to us, the universe sometimes closes doors as a way to redirect our journey. These closed doors may come in the form of lost opportunities, ended relationships, or even the failure of plans we were once excited about. Rather than viewing these closed doors as setbacks, we can see them as redirections, guiding us away from paths that are no longer serving us and towards new horizons that await our discovery. In embracing the closed doors, we must cultivate resilience and the understanding that every ending paves the way for a new beginning. The universe is infinite in its wisdom, and every door that closes is a step towards aligning us with our ultimate purpose. It is in the acceptance of these endings that we open ourselves to the myriad possibilities that the universe has in store for us. As we conclude this chapter, let us pause and reflect on the synchronicities that have appeared in our lives. Have there been signs gently suggesting a change in direction that we've perhaps ignored? Consider the areas where your efforts may no longer be yielding the joy or results they once did, and where doors may be closing. In these realizations, there is the potential for profound growth and transformation. The dawn of destiny's design. As we embark upon the final chapter of our transformative journey, we enter a realm of profound introspection and revelation. Here, we come face to face with the ultimate sign from the universe, a call to embrace our destiny. This is the moment where the murmurs of change crescendo into a clarion call, where the universe aligns to unveil the grand tapestry of our purpose. It is the dawn of destiny's design. This profound phase is characterized by an unmistakable sense of convergence, where the disparate threads of our experiences, lessons, and insights intertwine to reveal a clearer picture of our purpose. It is as though the universe has been quietly crafting a masterpiece, with each of us as the central figure, and we are finally stepping back to perceive the whole. At this juncture, we must heed the call to action. The universe does not merely suggest, but implores us to step forward into our power, to claim the roles we are destined to play. This calling can be as loud as a thunderclap or as subtle as a whisper on the wind, but it is always profound and deeply personal. It resonates with the core of our being, often invoking a blend of excitement, fear, and awe. The signs pointing to our destiny are imbued with a sense of inevitability. We may find that all our past challenges and triumphs have been preparing us for this moment. Our skills, our passions, and our deepest inclinations coalesce, pointing us towards a pursuit that feels like a homecoming. It is the work or the path that makes us feel most alive, most authentic, and most aligned with our deepest selves. Recognition of our destiny may also come with a period of upheaval. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, often shakes the foundations of our current existence to jolt us out of complacency. This upheaval is not meant to be cruel, but is instead a forceful encouragement to grow beyond our present circumstances. It is a clear indication that our current environment cannot contain the fullness of what we are meant to become. As we acknowledge the signs of our unfolding destiny, we must also address our fears and doubts. These are the guardians at the gate of change, challenging us to muster the courage to pass beyond them. Embracing our destiny requires us to confront these fears, to understand them, and ultimately, to move through them. The universe provides us with the strength and resolve we need, but it is up to us to take the steps. In this final chapter, it is vital to recognize that destiny is not a preordained path devoid of free will. Instead, it is a co-creative process with the universe. We have the power to choose, to accept or reject the roles we are called to. However, when we choose to align with our destiny, the universe conspires to assist us, opening doors where there were only walls and providing resources where there was lack. The journey towards our destiny is not a solitary one. Along the way, we are accompanied by guides, mentors, and companions who appear to support and challenge us. These individuals are part of the universe's design, brought into our lives to help us grow and to prepare us for the responsibilities that come with our calling. They are the human face of the universe's support, and in their company, we are never truly alone. As we prepare to close the book on this chapter, let us carry forward the knowledge that our destiny is a living, breathing quest. It is not a destination to be reached, but a lifelong journey to be experienced. With every step we take, we unfold more of its mystery, and with every breath, we live more of its truth. Let us step forth from the dawn of destiny's design with hearts ablaze and spirits soaring, ready to meet the universe's call with a resounding yes. For in this affirmative lies the promise of a life rich with purpose, a life where every moment is a thread in the grand tapestry of destiny. The journey continues, and so do we, forever evolving, forever becoming. With this, we embrace the infinite horizon, ever eager to discover the wonders that await in the boundless realm of possibility.